Hey, good morning. How's it going? So, I don't know about you, but I've never really been the type to feel, I don't know, excited or hype whenever cozy season rolls around. I know that the weather is changing and the leaves are changing, but I've just never really felt that different, But this year I want that to change. I want to embrace the cozy vibes. I don't think I'm gonna be a pumpkin spice girly anytime soon, but I'm all for slowing down and doing some cozy activities. So that's basically what this video is gonna be about.
If you've been following the channel for a bit, you know I'm gonna mention whittling. I did take a break for a while because it hurts my hands and makes my forearms burn like hell. But after some much needed rest, nothing can stop me from making a cute little ghostie in preparation for Halloween. Honestly, carving is really fun once you get settled in. Each block of wood has so much potential. I try to keep my knives super sharp so I don't use too much pressure when I push it through the wood. Just make sure you wear gloves so you don't cut yourself. I would have had so many stitches by now, you don't even want to know. Despite this, I think I enjoy it because it doesn't have to be perfect. The more weird angles you can make, the more interesting the carving turns out to be. In my opinion, you end up making something unique. Even if you do make a mistake, it can always be fixed by either carving it out or using some glue and a little something called not telling anybody.
Let me turn on the light so we can see each other a little bit better. Here's my little ghosty family. So I just wanted to show you this tiny little baby one because I think this one's the cutest. You might be wondering, what the hell am I going to do with this? So I'm going to turn this ghost with a BBL into a bookmark. I make bookmarks out of basswood as well, and I just think it'd be really cool to use it as a bookmark. Okay, I have a little carrot house and a mushroom. Imagine I had this little big booty ghost as a bookmark. I just think that'd be so freaking hilarious. I don't know. Sometimes I get a piece of wood and I don't know what's gonna happen to it until I start carving into it. I have some other witchy kind of ghost with a little hat, and then I have another one with a hat and some boots. I don't know if this one's a witch or not. It could be. Just a little gnome hat, I guess. And then this is the one that I just carved right now. You know, Kiki's delivery service looking ass, something like that. I have been procrastinating a lot on a lot of my carvings. I really don't know when I'm going to finish these. I have a whole box here of unfinished carvings. I have a warrior and a hooded figure. I found these from a tutorial. These ones I feel like I could probably get away with oiling them or staining them. But some, I think they really just need the paint. This is probably one of my favorite tutorials recently. This is a sleeping gnome. But I love that if you turn him this way, it kind of looks like he's shielding himself from an explosion, and I think that's awesome. Anyway, I've been finding a lot of joy in carving stuff, carving little mushroom houses and all this stuff. The thing is, I like to carve, but I sometimes really don't like to paint. I think there's just something annoying about it. Maybe it's because the acrylic, sometimes I have to do so many layers in order for it to kind of soak in. I don't know. I'm a procrastinator, but hopefully one day I will have a bunch of finished carvings to show you, but I'm not going to make any promises.
I love going to the thrift store to see if I can find anything on my TBR for super cheap. There were some popular titles, but nothing I was in the mood for right now. I'd much rather read something I already own, but it's always nice to check.
I've been really in the mood to read a whodunit, and there's no better example than the queen herself, Agatha Christie. If you don't know, this book is about 10 people who get stuck on a deserted island and then they slowly start dying, according to a nursery rhyme. I haven't read this book in about 7 years-ish, so I forgot a lot of it. I think I remember who did it though, so I'm going to be watching them closely. If I get it wrong, it's going to be super embarrassing, but I think I remember. The reason why I want to reread this book is because there's going to be a new Knives Out movie coming out soon. I'm going to put the picture here. And I want to get into the mind of Mr. Benoit Blanc. I can't do the accent, I'm so sorry. But anyway, I love that character and I just think he's freaking awesome. I know that death and murder are not exactly cozy vibes for fall. However, I think reading a book about solving a mystery is cozy, so give me a pass, okay? Also, to any Agatha Christie fans out there, if any, what are your favorite, like, Agatha Christie books? Because the next one I want to read is either Death on the Nile or Murder on the Orient Express, and so if someone could tell me which one is better, I would very much appreciate that.
I recently finished my old journal and now it's time to welcome a new one. It looks pristine right now, but that will change once I find some cool stickers to put on it. This journal is something that I'm going to seek refuge in, so might as well start it off looking right. I always begin with an introduction page. Here I talk about where I currently am in my life and things I'm going through. When I eventually finish it, I like to look back and see what's changed, what's still bugging me, or what I finally understand better now, if anything. I've been writing a lot more since starting therapy, and it helps to document how things are going. Sometimes it's hard to see your own progress unless you keep track. I was cleaning my closet the other day and I found this Lego set I bought a couple of years ago. I honestly forgot I had it. I haven't bought any Lego in a while because 1, it's expensive, and 2, everything is so cute.
Hi, you helping me? Are you helping me? Helping me build? Okay, we're doing a cat right now. Are you jealous? Are you jealous?
I'm glad I had the presence of mind to get a seasonal one though. So every year since, I've been able to put this one together. There's something about building a mouse chilling in a pumpkin that I just can't resist. And the cat is cute too.
Oh, isn't that just the cutest thing you've ever seen? I don't care what anyone says. So, it's gloomy today, and I have some free time, and we're finally gonna paint. I carved a Frankenstein the other day. Is that focused or not? I don't know. I followed this tutorial, and I think he's a cutie patootie, and he deserves to be painted. So, I'm gonna break out my acrylics, and we're actually gonna get to freaking work on these ghosts, on this Frankenstein, and maybe a couple of my other stuff too. Okay, so for Frankenstein, I'm actually thinking of turning his jacket red. I know that Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster, traditionally wears like more drab, like grayish, darkish, greenish colors, but I don't know, I kind of want to give him some something, some zhuzh, so I'm going to paint his jacket red. That might be blasphemous, but you know what? Who cares? It's a piece of wood. This isn't real, okay? So here's the sin. Ready? I'm committing sin. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see if I live to regret this. Just because he's a monster doesn't mean that he can't have style, you know?
I know it's a little late, but this October I'm trying to slow things down and maybe I'll continue the cozy vibe throughout the rest of fall. I'll admit, there is something nice about doing activities that fit the season. I'm realizing that sometimes it's the simple stuff that can make the season feel special, even if that simple stuff is a ghost with a really big butt. Wherever you are, I hope you do something cozy and I hope you enjoy the fall season. Take care of yourself and I'll see you next time.